And yeah, people aren't happy because Candace Parker is not proclaiming Angel Reese to be the best player in the world. And by the way, Angel Reese was...
Are y'all gonna call Candace Parker racist too? Hey, yo. Oh, no. Candace Parker versus Angel Reese is getting spicy out here.
Today, we dive deep into one of the most talked about moments in women. As basketball in 2025, WNBA legend Candace Parker dropped a candid ranking that placed rising star Angel Reese in the C tier, sparking backlash, cryptic responses, and plenty of drama. Reese fired back with a subtle X post. Cloud is one hell of a drug, like it really gets to a point. That single line lit up social media and turned the sports world upside down. Stick around as we unpack the story. What Parker actually said, why fans said Reese went ballistic, and whether it's all just business or something more. Candace Parker is a two-time WNBA MVP, three-time champion, seven-time All-Star, and a respected analyst today. Her word carries weight. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, just 23, dominates the glass as a forward. For the Chicago Sky. In 2025, she averaged 14.2 points and 12.6 rebounds per game, leading the league in rebounding and becoming the fastest WNBA player ever to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds in fewer than 40 games. Candace Parker is a two-time WNBA MVP, three-time champion, seven-time All-Star, and a respected analyst today. Her word carries weight. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, just 23, dominates the glass as a forward. For the Chicago Sky. In 2025, she averaged 14.2 points and 12.6 rebounds per game, leading the league in rebounding and becoming the fastest WNBA player ever to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds in fewer than 40 games. Reese has already broken records, even surpassing Parker's own streak of consecutive double-doubles in her rookie year. In mid-July 2025, Candace appeared in a segment with Complex Sports, ranking current WNBA players in tiers. Her S tier included the likes of Aja Wilson, Nafisa Collier, and Brianna Stewart. Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Kelsey Plum rounded out the A tier, with Paige Bueckers and Arike Ogunbowale in B tier. But Angel Reese, alongside Cameron Brink, landed in C tier, 2 tiers below Clark. Parker's rationale: she felt Reese excelled at her role, offensive rebounding, but didn't yet carry her team as a 1 or 2 scoring option. I put her right at that C level. Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, but you have to be able to carry your team and be a 1 or 2 option. The comments sparked immediate backlash, especially as Reese's production was elite by any measure. Candace didn't back down. On the July 22nd episode of Good Follow, she defended herself. "There's no hate on Angel Reese. I love her. I will never attack anybody's character." She added that critiques are rooted in basketball analysis, not personal bias. Later, on her new podcast, Post Moves with Aaliyah Boston, released July 30th, "Some are misinformed and uninformed. We have to come to a place in women's basketball where we can critique without being a hater. What player are you taking Angel Reese over of those I just listed?" Parker also challenged the endless comparisons between Reese and Caitlin Clark, calling it apples and oranges, and discouraging media from fueling. Though she didn't name Parker directly, the timing made it clear. Fans saw it as a direct sub-tweet in response. Reactions lit up. Replies included messages like, "Candace is ruining her legacy and stop. Showing her love, it's not reciprocated." Media outlets reported that Reese had essentially hit back at Parker over remarks about her financial impact and status, not just her skill level. A Rice University study found that media and fan reactions to Clark versus Reese were shaped by racial bias. Societal praise for Clark's confidence juxtaposed, with disproportionately harsher criticism when Reese displayed similar traits. India Times, former Gazelle Swin Cash echoed Candace. Parker's concerns: we can't reduce Angel Reese to an emotional moment or comparison with Clark. Reese's resume, double-doubles. Rebounding leadership, all-star selections is more than a sideline story. Fans on social platforms offered both praise and backlash. One wrote, "Candace is ruining her legacy." Another said, Stop showing her love. It's not reciprocated. There's cultural weight here. Each public comment by Parker is interpreted through a larger lens of how black female athletes are judged, and often judged more harshly. From Candace Parker's point of view, this ranking is purely analytical. On the Newsweek section, she stated, "Are you taking Angel above Paige Buckers? Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson? No. That doesn't make her a bad player. That doesn't make me a hater." Her argument, Reese has room to develop her offensive consistency and become a full-time go-to scorer while continuing her dominance on the boards. Angel Reese herself is in her second year and showing marked improvement, averaging 14+ points and 12+ rebounds with 3.7 assists and nearly 1.5 steals a game. She has the talent, but Parker's position is top-tier status. Requires more than numbers. It requires leadership and impact. What does this feud reveal? Parker represents an older generation calling for composure in critique, while Reese embodies a new wave of bold voices unafraid to call out veiled shade. The coverage of Clark vs. Reese often sacrifices nuance. Parker challenged this, asking, "What are we doing? Comparing apples and oranges?" Parker insisted on separating critique from personal attacks. Reese responded not by denying the critique, but by highlighting the personal tone behind it. This kind of dynamic, where a legend speaks candidly and the star responds, can shape league discourse going forward. So was Parker justified, or was Reese correct to push back? The truth likely lies between. Parker's ranking reflects deep basketball knowledge and honest standards. Reese's rebuttal shows she won't be sidelined or silenced. The tension speaks to a larger story, an evolving WNBA grappling with race, media bias, and generational change. Whether this feud simmers or explodes into more, one thing is clear: both voices matter. Maybe the real takeaway here is that critique and respect can and should coexist. Legends can speak truth. Stars can demand space, and fans? Well, they'll amplify every word. From C-tier controversy to cryptic X-posts, the Candace Parker-Angel Reese exchange spotlighted more than rankings. It revealed the raw dynamics at play in women's basketball today. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit subscribe, and let's keep the conversation going, because the WNBA is bigger than personalities. It's about progress, power, and when the next generation claims its voice.